Similarly, across various global cultures, there exists a fair bit of diversity when it comes to the myths associated with our very own moon. These include people assuming that the moon has a dark side, some curious mind exploring that the moon causes lunacy, some art expert declaring that the blue moon is actually blue in color, some graphical shapes expert discovering that the moon is a perfect sphere based on his keen observation, some child specialist enlightening the world by discovering that it is lucky to expose your newborn to the waxing moon because it will supposedly give the baby strength, and last but not the least, the myth that the Apollo moon landing was staged and was nothing but a publicity stunt. While all those things have almost no linkage to science, there are a good many influences that the moon has on Earth, its atmosphere and its inhabitants. We all have been studying in detail about the moon, its features, existence and functionality since childhood. And since the very early years of our formal education, we guys have been taught one thing: to shoot for the moon and land amongst the stars. But while sitting in all those classes, have you ever wondered what would happen if this giant rock revolving around our globe one day disappeared? Or who knows, somehow got kidnapped, or decided to divorce its partner Earth? How would you bid farewell to it? Well, there surely are greater worries to tackle, and we here at 8 Things are going to bring your focus to them. So, here's 8 things, and these are the 8 things that will happen if the moon disappears all of a sudden. The full moon is almost 14,000 times brighter than the next brightest object in the sky, Venus. Without the moon, there would be no natural impediments to pristine dark skies every night of the year. No romantic walks in the moonlight will be possible. Darkness would prevail, and even the Chinese plan to launch an artificial moon by 2022 won't bear any fruit. Next one is a piece of heart-wrenching news for astronomy lovers. Any sorts of eclipses would no longer exist. Whether you're talking solar eclipses or lunar eclipses, where Earth's natural satellite passes into our shadow, we would no longer have any eclipses of any type. Eclipses require 3 objects to be aligned: the sun, a planet, and a planet's moon. When the moon passes between the sun and a planet, a shadow can be cast on the planet's surface, which is called total eclipse. The moon can transit across the sun's surface, annular eclipse, where it can obscure just a fraction of the sun's light, partial eclipse. But without a moon at all, none of these could occur. In short, the 2 remaining objects, presumably the Earth and the sun, will not be able to thrill you through eclipses. We all have studied the tidal pull and waves energy. Role of the moon is known to almost everyone in generating waves, but once your lovely moon departs, so would the waves. If we all woke up one morning to find the moon missing, most of us probably wouldn't notice. Those who live near the oceans would find the tides reduced but not completely absent. While the moon does most of the gravitational tugging that creates our tides, the sun also plays a role. Coast dwellers would notice tides less than half as big as they are now. Consequently, you won't be able to enjoy surfing as much as you do right now. Next bad news is a really bad one actually. Our axial tilt would be unstable. This is an unfortunate one. As you might have read in your earlier geography classes, Earth spins on its axis, tilted at 23.4 degrees, concerning our orbital plane around the Sun. This is known as our obliquity. You might not think the Moon has much to do with that, but over tens of thousands of years, that tilt changes, from as little as 22.1 to as much as 24.5. The moon is a stabilizing force. On Earth without a moon, it is estimated that our tilt would possibly even exceed 45 degrees at times, making us a world that spun on our sides. Poles wouldn't always be cold, and the equator might not always be warm. Without our moon to stabilize us, ice ages would preferentially hit different parts of our world every few thousand years. The 5th issue that you are going to face in the absence of the moon is about the 4 seasons that you enjoy. With Earth's axis wobbling more than a new fast bowler's seam, the regular season would be gone. You will experience more severe weather and climatic conditions. Consequently, you will have the scorching heat of the summer and the freezing cold of the winter, but no fascinating beauty of the autumn and captivating fragrance of the spring. For lazy bluffers, there is another serious issue to encounter. You find it difficult to do everything in the allocated 24 hours a day. In the absence of the moon, days would be shorter. The Earth would actually spin a little faster without the moon. That's because the gravitational pull of the moon causes what is known as tidal friction, which drags down the speed of Earth's rotation and is the reason our days have been growing longer over time. With the bulge of the tides gone, we'd be spinning ever so slightly faster, meaning days would be shorter and you won't have enough time for anything. Any stargazers out there? We have a piece of good news for you. The night sky would be one hell of a spectacle. If you thought stargazing was awesome now, imagine how much better it would be without a big white light interfering with your view. In the absence of the big snowy ball, stars will exhibit better visibility and offer you one hell of an experience. Moon has served not just as the savior of mankind, but as its protector as well. With our thunder body gone, we'd be more vulnerable to asteroids. Have you ever wondered how the moon got all those huge craters? It's a veritable punching bag for big asteroids, stopping some that might otherwise make their way down here, crashing into our globe and crushing it. Without a protector, we'd be in the line of fire for more asteroids than we are now, which, as a naturally existing dinosaur will tell you, could be seriously destructive. Do let us know in the comments section what you think about it. Also, suggest any more moon related topics that you want us to cover. As you know that we love you to the moon and back, we expect you to hit that reddish subscribe button, as we will be over the moon as a response to your act of generosity. On that note, we sign off. Goodbye.